This episode brought to you by Stamps.com. Why go to the store to get stamps when you can have them printed right at home for your convenience?
What are you guys doing?
Enjoying a day off, man!
Yeah, there's no movie to review this week, so we're kicking back enjoying the high life.
By playing beer pong?
Of course not, don't be ridiculous.
Yeah, you know it just got legalized in Illinois, so we are enjoying the high life.
You still have a movie to review?
What?
No, we don't.
Yeah, that would imply we actually saw a movie this week.
You did!
Did we?
That would mean we sat in one place for an hour and a half and watched something that left no impact on us whatsoever.
That's not very hard to believe.
Alright, look here, mister. You. If we watched this phantom movie, what was it called?
Beverly Hills Chihuahua.
Dude, I swear he just said there's a movie called Beverly.
I did!
I think someone got started on the friendly parsley before we did.
It was a kid's film from 2008. With the voices of Drew Barrymore and George Lopez. It wasn't on Disney Plus.
Oh, yeah.
Why do I remember what's not on there more than I remember what is?
Jesus, we saw that whole film and I don't even remember watching it.
Wow, I can't believe a movie left that little impression on us.
It's the Charlie's Angels reboot of dog movies.
We live in a world where that's a sentence now.
Well, the movie's not gonna review itself.
Wait. Yeah, you're right.
So get in that office and do your job.
You got it. Did we make it? Get out of here! Lousy pity film to get Raja Gosnell work.
Hey, who's looking after the rest of the stash?
Well, it's difficult to accept that a film like this was greenlit, got made, and you possibly saw it without even remembering you did. The hardest fact to wrap one's brain around is that this film was #1 at the box office for 2 weeks straight. Yeah, 2 weeks straight. You mean people would rather watch this than, Alright, maybe it's not that hard to believe. To its credit, it might have had one of the most insane trailers movie-going audiences have seen in a while. Just look at this.
What I need, but mighty, we're #1. We're the real hot dogs, yo, hold the bond. Jealous?
That's hideous.
Hideous, yes. Forgettable, no. A shame the trailer has almost nothing to do with the movie. Yeah, you see this dog getting all the focus? He's in maybe 1/3 of the film. You see this dog who doesn't even get a line in the trailer? She's the main character. This Chihuahua temple and all these other dogs? Maybe about 10 minutes of the movie. Even the release date lied to you. It came out in October. It's no wonder this movie is so hard to remember. Even the poster forgets who the main character is. Was it him or her? Oh, who cares? Nobody's gonna watch it anyway. Third one? Apparently I did see this and I need to be shown again why it's so forgettable. There's a whole lot of nothing to get through, so let's not waste any time wasting our time. This is the straight-to-DVD movie that drunkenly got a budget. Beverly Hills Chihuahua. You don't need to try this hard. You did see the title, didn't you? Hell, look who they got to direct it. Yes, Raja Gosnell seems to be the guy you get when even the director's starving to death pass on a film. And give him credit, he is very good at making everybody in the film look immediately punchable.
Hello, Willow. Lovely to see you.
As the credits roll, we see Jamie Lee Curtis and Drew Barrymore are finally in a film together. But one of them's a dog. This is Chloe, a spoiled chihuahua surrounded by other stuck-up bitches.
It's not easy to find a mate with papers, let alone one you could love.
Have you ever seen an animal trying so hard to quietly signal euthanize me? I'm serious, all the dogs in this movie look miserable. I give credit that the training is better than, say, cats and dogs where they constantly look distracted and they just slap talking lips on them. But if you took those lips off here, they all seem ready for a needle with anything in it. They don't care. Whatever fate it gives them has to be better than this. But the voice actors making bank say they're happy, so they're happy.
Bimini has a date with Scooter.
He's crazier than a labradoodle.
Hey, talk to the paw.
And you thought Cats was the first masterpiece to utilize pet puns. Jamie Lee plays a famous cosmetic designer named Viv, who's also friends with her landscaper Sam and his pet Poppy. Hey, in Disney's Oliver and Company, where Cheech Marin played a Chihuahua, remember how he was the only character kids remembered? Well, we got a Disney film, we got Cheech Marin, we got a Chihuahua, cast him as a mouse and get the guy from Shark Boy and Lava Girl!
You are more lovely than the dawn, mi corazón.
Yo quiero vivir a escalabir.
Poppy constantly hits on Chloe, but she thinks she's too good for him because Disney said, I saw Lady and the Tramp's poster, that's what it's about, right? And she quickly dismisses him.
Grasshopper, mi corazón.
Poppy, that's so disgusting.
Kids, if you're wondering if that's the grasshopper from that charming Silly Symphonies cartoon, I really want you to hate this movie, so yes, it is. Viv's niece named Rachel drops by, played by Piper Perabo. You may remember her from Coyote Ugly. I mean, I don't, but you might. And big shock, she's just as bratty as Chloe.
Wonderful, bye.
Is everything okay, Aunt Viv?
Oh, honey, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Now, sound editors, when she opens that soda, I want it to be the loudest opening of soda ever captured on film. But why? Don't talk back to me! I made Home Alone 3! Viv says she's going out of town and needs someone to look after Chloe. So naturally, she gives the responsibility to someone who doesn't want to do it.
Playdate?
I'm too sexy for my shirt.
Looking for horribly dated music to put in that kids film you shot on a weekend?
Well, we got your back with That's What I Call Shit Volume 136!
We have every overplayed nightmare that hasn't been popular in ages.
From Conga?
To Walk This Way.
Not another single girl in the whole Smurfing world.
From I Like Big Butts!
I like big butts and I cannot lie.
To the Macarena.
From Thank You!
To I'm Coming Out.
Oh, and did I mention I'm too sexy?
I'm too sexy for my shirt.
Like you even have to. Seriously, what you doing tonight?
What is happening right now? Bye now, That's What I Call Shit Volume 136!
Because looking for current good music requires hard work and a soul.
Whoa! Hello? Someone's buying every copy again!
Thanks, Raja Gosnell.
You're putting me through grad school!
Rachel and Chloe don't like each other as they see one another as spoiled rotten. But Poppy tries to lighten the mood.
If you ever need someone to lick inside your ear or chew the hard-to-reach places, would be most honored.
These are just the lines Georgia Lopez uses on women.
Papi! Duty calls.
We're surprisingly above not making a poop joke out of that. For now. Rachel takes Chloe to the border to party because everyone looks ready for a good time here. But Chloe doesn't like the place. Chloe escapes and is nabbed by some wrongdoers who want to use her in a dog fighting ring. What?
You're in the dog fights.
Dog fights?
'Cause she really looks like a killer. Look out, she might sneeze and your pit bull might get a cold before ripping her goddamn head off. All right, maybe they'll put her up against other Chihuahuas. I mean, she doesn't look that strong, but maybe there's a little fight in her.
They call me El Diablo.
It's certainly nice to meet you.
How the wormy asshole does this work?
Stop talking.
This is highly inappropriate.
I mean, full disclosure, I've never been to a dog fight. I know, I'm just not on top of what the kids are into nowadays. But I'm assuming there's some betting going on, wagering on who's gonna win. What kind of betting odds are on this fight? Do they gamble on what color shit she's gonna be when she's digested through his organs? Maybe it's not a fight. Maybe it's just what they feed the dog before the real round begins.
Chloe?
Rachel eventually figures out Chloe is gone, thus her and her friends try getting help from the landscaper to help locate her.
I'm Rachel's friend, and you're the gardener, right?
I'm Sam.
Sam I am.
Chloe's lost in Mexico and Rachel stayed behind to find her.
He agrees to help while another dog named Delgado, voiced by Andy Garcia, can't help but feel bad for Chloe and tries to rescue her. I'd give credit that this movie didn't use who let the dogs out during this sequence, but should we really reward crimes we didn't commit? The crime boss who runs the ring realizes Chloe's collar might mean she's worth something.
I am sure I locked those cages, sir. I want that Chihuahua.
You know, it cut away 1 second before he cracked saying that line, and then broke into tears shouting, "What am I doing? I left law school for this." No, really, IMDb it, I left law school for this. You broke me, Mouse, you fucking broke me! Anyway, Chloe finds she's in Mexico City and her new pal, Delgado, fills her in about her surroundings.
The Day of the Dead. It's what humans do to honor their ancestors. Helps them remember who they are, where they came from.
Sorry, Coco. Beverly Hills Chihuahua has Mexican culture down. You just look embarrassing. The criminal's dog named El Diablo is sent to find Chloe, so Delgado puts her in dirty water to get rid of the scent.
I stink. I smell like a wet dog.
You are a wet dog.
Money for rare talent only we can deliver, please. Rachel gets a call from her aunt to see how Chloe is doing.
Hi, Viv. Ciao, Rachel.
Hey, tell me, did I get drunk and sign on to a dog film I'm barely in?
Could I talk to her just a second?
I have no problem with actresses having kids, but as mothers, they must be forbidden from doing scenes like this in movies. It's ruining their high school lives forever.
Hey, isn't that your mom?
No, that's her, that other movie. Oh, God. Even the film had to cut away from that scene, it was so painful. You can actually hear the soundtrack of the movie saying,
"Oh God, stop!" Oh, that's a little better. Still bad, but a little better.
Chloe tries getting into an upscale hotel she stayed at before, but she's tossed out because everyone thinks she's just a stray dog.
Really?
Yeah, that's how dogs react when they see something shocking. Stand perfectly still with no movement and stare into the empty void. Here's how one reacts to a box of pizza. Dog, a little in your dog movie! Rachel comes across Pappy and Sam at the same police station, both reporting the same thing.
What are you doing here? I mean, K are you doing here?
K is you more racist than World War II cartoon.
What should we do now?
You go back to your hotel and wait.
What? We're Mexican, not Mexicant.
Oh, brilliant wordplay. Hast thou heard thine rendition of Jingle Bells that doth suggest a Caped Crusader smelleth?
I cannot believe Chloe's missing this.
Meanwhile, we see Chloe's friends are back at home having a fun time. And the scene ends. I have literally no idea why this was included in the film. Maybe it was to show off the effects can look worse than you thought? Maybe to display this cake representing the film pissing on your intelligence? But I think we all know the real reason to play another horribly dated song.
Listen, Gosnell, you bought the CD, you use every song on it.
We will break things you thought you couldn't break.
Hello? Illumination is making another movie.
Hello, 401k.
Diablo hunts down our two heroes to a museum where, gee, I wonder if any of these priceless artifacts are gonna be knocked over. Okay, as an unintentional troll move, that's pretty funny. Thank God this is the emptiest museum in the country as they outsmart El Diablo, not pleasing his owner.
There is a lot of money riding on this Chihuahua. They cannot find her before we do.
Our dog fights are absurdly one-sided. We need to make money on something. Chloe comes across a rat and an iguana, played by Cheech Marin and his longtime comedic partner, Paul Rodriguez, who try to con her out of her diamond collar. Because rats can do a shit ton with jewelry.
I work on a luxury cruise ship.
Do you think you could help me get home?
It's the very least I can do.
Man, the last time I saw a rodent steal riches from a sucker, George Lucas signed over Star Wars.
High five.
Delgado and Chloe sneak onto a train.
Buenos dias. Make yourself at home.
That coyote sounds trustworthy. he does nothing. As Pappy tries to get info from some stray dogs while Sam and Rachel's relationship grows.
Just what we need. Stray dogs.
Puppy was a stray dog. He inspires me every day.
I am, of course, inspired by stupid things. But who knows, maybe one day he'll be featured on the poster of something he is barely in. The Brad Pitt of Inglourious Bastards, if you will.
Must have been the Pop Rocks.
The rat and the iguana hide out in a store piñata, and I think this imagery speaks for itself. Remember that nameless drug you experimented with at that party? Aren't you glad this movie recreated what you saw that night? The store owner finds the collar and drops it into his apron cleavage as Chloe and Delgado jump off a train, and we're suddenly given this.
I told the local police I found the collar on a rat, but they didn't believe me. I went to turn the diamonds in, and they tried to arrest me.
Wow. That's a lot of off-screen stuff that happened. Clearly all you needed was a text crawl that says the dead speak, and audiences would accept it fine.
Haven't we passed this tree before?
No.
You can't smell, can you?
While lost in the desert, Delgado finally reveals the truth that he has no sense of smell. Oh good, I'm glad somebody may have passed the poster so they can at least steal appropriately.
What happened to you? Why can't you smell anything?
I shot a kid.
No, that's for the sequels.
I was blindsided. My partner got hurt. Next day I woke up and couldn't smell a thing. They say it's all in my head.
So he has selective smelling? Is that even possible for a dog? Let me look that up. I am not dedicating that time to Beverly Hills Chihuahua! They're approached by mountain lions, but a giant group of dogs rush in to save them. Yep, only 2/3 done with the movie. Might as well work in the focal point of your trailer.
The Aztec people left long ago, but we remain.
They heard Disney was coming, so they threw all their cute cuddly animals at them in exchange for survival. They killed them anyway.
We Chihuahuas are not toys or fashion accessories. We were not bred to wear silly hats and ride in purses.
We are marketing ploys for movies that confuse babies. They tell her that every Chihuahua has an inner bark that can send shivers down any enemy's spine. You sound like my testicles' last cry for help before I was neutered.
Don't worry, little one. Your bark will come when you need it most.
Giving Disney movies track record right now, probably in an embarrassing third act. Meanwhile, Rachel finds a home for the stray dogs that came with them. I guess this was her arc.
Somebody's got a lady friend. Oh, I have a home.
Ugh, I know you think that's cute, but it looks like Joker used Smilex on dogs before trying human trials. Chloe is captured again by the criminals and is taken to another abandoned temple. Yeah, I remember Mexico being really laid back about their historical ruins. Oh, there was one around the corner? We weren't even looking for him. The rest of our heroes make it to the ruins due to Delgado getting his smell back, but Poppy gets captured, so Chloe has to distract them with her inner bark.
It's over.
Chloe!
That's some first-degree bullshit right there. Something that small made a roar that big? Even the T-Rex from Jurassic Park would be like... Delgado gets the jump on Diablo, but Chloe apparently got taken down.
Wake up, mi corazón. She's gone.
Yeah, that's right. Bambi, Lion King, and Beverly Hills Chihuahua were the big Disney gambles in killing off a main character. She reveals she's okay. What? Much to George Lopez's indifferent performance.
Chloe, you're back. You're back.
I mean, I was kind of eyeing a Cocker Spaniel in the burbs. We can work out an understanding, right? And everybody returns home with Viv having no idea what happened.
How do you say, what are you doing on Friday night in Spanish?
Care for a we just found your pet dog in an Aztec temple and defeated a Mexican crime lord bang? Why do I get the feeling those are often in Disney films? As the credits roll, weirdly making it look like the crew was the dogs on screen. Yeah, with this movie, who knows? We're given one last odd bit of text before closing out.
Tiny but mighty, we're #1. We're the real hot dogs, yo, hold the bun.
After the clownfish genocide of Finding Nemo, we are taking no chances on this one! So that was Beverly Hills Chihuahua. Honestly, I still had to remind myself I just saw it. I guess in fairness, compared to Gosnell's other work, it's not painfully bad. It's toned down on the bad puns, poop jokes, and ugly camera work, but that clearly doesn't make it anything good either. It's just a forgettable bunch of nothing, clearly meant for little kids to point and shout "doggy" while being distracted by 50 million other things entertaining them in the room. I feel like it's not even worth getting that angry over. It's just a pointless movie that, I guess weirdly to its credit, is very easy to forget. I'm the Nostalgia Critic. If you excuse me, there's better things I have to do with my time.
Hey, where's the good stuff?
And also, where's Rob?